to another episode of the Movie Brothers. I'm Ant. This is Kev. Thank you for joining us once again. Hey, today we are reviewing the film The Dark Tower. Rated PG-13, has a runtime of 1 hour and 35 minutes. This is a fantasy, adventure, something of the sorts, Kev. I mean, where would you put this?
This thing was supposed to be a lot of different things. It's supposed to be fantasy, adventure, horror story, action. It's supposed to be a lot of things.
Yeah. So you got a mixed bag of genres going on. We'll get more into that in just a moment. What is this film about? The last gunslinger, Roland Deschain, comes into conflict with the man in black who seeks to destroy reality.
This film was directed by Nicholas Arcel. It stars Idris Elba, great actor.
Yes,
okay?
yes.
Matthew McConaughey,
another
also
great actor.
very talented. Yes,
no doubt.
Tom Taylor. What do you say we take a look at the trailer?
Let's do it.
The war is over, old friend. Everyone you ever loved has died by my hand. No matter what you do, the tower will fall. Death always wins. The dark.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's cut to the nitty gritty. Okay, I have been a huge fan of Stephen King's magnum opus. That is his life's work, comprised together, pulled together into one volume of works.
How many years, Kev? How many years did it take him to pull this together?
Stephen King first started writing The Dark Tower in 1978. Okay, he had written a handful of books before then, but it wasn't until 1978 that he started writing The Dark Tower, beginning with The Gunslinger, which this movie begs, borrows, and steals a lot of elements from. Okay.
Who knew?
Who knew? I guess we should have known. There have been maybe 2 or 3 books out of Stephen King's expansive library that have been successfully turned into films. The rest have been garbage.
In your humble opinion.
In my humble opinion, and in the opinion of many. Okay. The book, The Gunslinger, starts out very simply. Okay, the first sentence in the story: the man in black fled across the desert, and the gunslinger followed. It's a chase. Okay, the whole book is about a chase. One man chasing after another to prevent the destruction of the Dark Tower and prevent reality from being decimated in its way. I mean, everything is right there, Ant.
It's a whole lot of stuff that's there. Now, what's interesting, right? You guys are going to get both perspectives, right? We always do that, but what's nice about this is Kev has read all the books, right? So the whole Dark Tower series or whatever, he knows the whole backstory. So you're getting his perspective. I ain't read none of the books. Okay, now
you should.
I'm interested too, and I probably will go back and read the books. But seeing the film, I had not read any of the books. But I don't even know if that matters. I could not follow this film for the life of me. And Kev, maybe you can tell me if I read the books, I would have better understood what was going on. But yeah, I knew it was a man with a gun. And I know Matthew McConaughey is the bad guy. He's walking around with this huge pompadour. This is like the biggest pompadour I've ever seen in my life. It's horrible. And it's a little boy in the movie. Yeah, little boy. And that's about all I can tell you.
Yeah, and
I couldn't make heads or tails of this thing.
Really, that's about 10% of the actual story, to be completely honest with you. They took Akiva Goldsman, the writer, and Nicholas Arcel had taken the most easily palatable aspects of this story and stolen that and decided to try to craft a movie out of it. It's like a buddy cop movie or something like that.
They failed miserably.
Yes, they did.
They failed miserably. All right, I'm gonna just put that out there.
They got Idris Elba playing daddy to Tom Taylor, and it does not work. It does not work. It doesn't even come close to the type of relationship that these two characters share in the book, and things don't even happen the way they do in the book. It's just and
it's just straight hustle game because right, let's get down to this thing, right? I watch trailers just like y'all do, right? And deciding, hey, what are we gonna see? What sounds good? And the way the way they put this, in the 2.5-minute trailer of what they gave you an idea of what this film was going to be about was not the case. It was a bait and switch. I had a vibe of like a Book of Eli kind of vibe. Idris Elba, dark figure coming through with his gun, lighting folks up and checking the bad guy. And that ain't it.
Even that would have been a fairly decent synopsis of what this story should have been about.
Yeah, man.
Basically, you've got, the setting is another Earth, a parallel Earth, similar to ours, in which the world has moved on. Okay, everything is set in the wild, kind of like in the Wild Wild West, where you've got gunslingers, they stand in for knights, okay? And you've got a king, you've got a queen, you've got, all this stuff going on, and you've got a villain, the Man in Black, who is basically the devil, it's more or less, okay? And basically he's the devil, and Roland is tasked with bringing him down, bringing him to justice for a lot of different reasons, none of which are covered in this movie at all. So
it's a hot mess. The film is all over the place. Like I said, whether you've read the books or not, I don't think it really even matters. The story is poorly pieced together. The script that they come out with.
If you've read the books, you'll be as livid as I was after I got done watching it.
These types of films, Kev and I, and it's been a while since we had to go there, but it warrants us going there. We call these cash grabs. Right, we call these films vacation homes, right? The actors that are signed up on these projects. Hey, man, I need a nice little check.
This is what gets your summer house in the Hamptons built.
Yes, there was a time many, many moons ago, and I go maybe back as far into the 90s, where when an actor's name was attached to a film, you knew it was going to be on point. Yeah. But those days are long, long gone. No longer can we say, hey, man, Idris Elba's in the film or Matthew McConaughey's in the film. It's going to be solid. We know these guys are kick-ass actors. There's nothing to even debate on that. But they both mail it in the film. So not only is the story bad, their acting's terrible.
It's almost as if they realize what kind of film they're in and just decide to mail it in about halfway through. It's not their best work by any stretch of the imagination. Tom Taylor, the little boy, he tries his best, I just don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, McConaughey riding around his Chrysler, just cruising around the set.
Like, can I
ain't going nowhere. Yeah, just rolling.
I just need to get away from set for a minute. Let me get in my Chrysler and roll out.
So, man, the film's certified hot garbage. What can I say? Can we throw some points on this thing?
Let's go ahead and throw some points on it.
So for me, this is one of the worst films that I've seen for 2017. I kid you not. This film is horrible. I cannot recommend it. And at first, I think I was maybe sitting on a 3. But then once we did pre-production, I went through my notes again. It went down another point.
I know I didn't influence you.
No, you didn't. You didn't. No, not this time. But I'm sitting on a 2. This film gets a 2 out of 10.
Said 2 scores I'm going to give this.
What are your scores, Kev?
All right. For those of you who are like me, who are fans, who have read these books, okay, this doesn't get anything higher than a 2, okay? For those of you who are just interested in going to spend some time at the theater, okay, waste a little bit of time, I'll give it a 3 just for you.
Okay? Kev, you just gave it a 2.
I should have.
Yes. Are you kidding?
Okay, so basically, for the sake of Movie Brothers, and so when Ant cuts this and edits this together, he doesn't have to do too much work. Let's just say I give this a 3.
Okay.
This movie does not get anything higher than a 3. It is certified garbage. Okay.
Hey, man, that's what it is. You got a 3 from Kev. You got a 2 from me. Ultimately, you decide, but don't say you were not warned. Okay.
For real.
Don't say it. This is the real on the real. We're always going to call it like we see it. We saw it. now you get the results.
We saw it. We called it.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, thanks for tuning into the show. Hey, we need y'all to subscribe to this channel. If you haven't done so already, click on that subscribe button. We need your help. Subscribe. Get with us on social media, man. We have so much fun. Facebook group. Join us. We let everybody in. Instagram, Twitter, all that good stuff. Get with us, man. We interact. You talk to us. We do talk back. So reach out to us. And then our website, hit us up on www.themoviebrothers.com. Lots of great content. Kev and I, we write reviews too. So all that good stuff is out there. So get with us.
Absolutely.
All right?
Absolutely. We may not shoot an episode for every movie that you're interested in, but chances are we've written a review for it. Come read it.
Yeah.
Come see it.
So that's our show. We are the Movie Brothers. I'm Ant. This is Kev. This is the place, the one and only place where we bring you nothing but the real on the real. Peace.